Si Camila de los Reyes Araneta ang controlling owner ng Hacienda Verde Crown Golf Resort. Isang 240-hectare luxury property malapit sa Tagaytay. Ang kanyang asawa na si Gabriel Araneta ang CEO ng Araneta Prestige Leisure Group. Ang kumpanyang binigyan lamang ng conditional management contract upang patakbuhin ang hotel, golf course, restaurants at events. Ngunit habang lumalaki ang pangalan ng resort, nagsimulang ipakita ni Gabriel sa publiko na siya ang tunay na may-ari. Kasama ang mistress niyang si Trisha Villanueva. Naghanda siya ng isang marangyang golf tournament kung saan plano niyang ibigay kay Trisha ang Crown Villa, No. 1 at ang titulong bagong female leader ng resort. Upang malaman ang buong plano, nagkunwari si Camila bilang ball picker na nagngangalang Mila Cruz, ang babaeng namulot ng bola sa sarili niyang lupain. Bago sumikat ang araw, gising na ang Hacienda Verde Crown Golf Resort. Umaangat ang manipis na hamog mula sa artificial lake. Kumikislap ang basang damo sa kahabaan ng fairways at unti-unting lumilitaw sa likod ng mga punong pino ang malaking clubhouse na yari sa bato, salamin at dark wood. Sa malayo, makikita ang mga bubong ng 32 pribadong villa na nakakalat sa gilid ng burol. Pinakamataas sa lahat ang Crown Villa, No. Ang glass and stone residence na nakaharap sa huling green ng hole 18. Ilang taon bago iyon, wasak ang irrigation system ng lugar. Maraming bahagi ng lupa ang nakasangla at halos wala ng miyembrong naglalaro. Ang pamilya de los Reyes ang bumili sa mga utang. Nag-ayos ng land titles at naglaan ng malaking kapital para sa rehabilitation. Si Camila ang namahala sa master plan, environmental permits, hotel expansion at protection ng watershed. Si Gabriel naman ang nagtayo ng public brand. Nagdala ng corporate tournaments at nakakuha ng mayayamang miyembro. Totoo ang kaniyang kontribusyon, ngunit hindi kailanman naging kaniya ang lupa. Sa management agreement, malinaw ang hangganan. Ang Araneta Prestige Leisure Group ay maaaring magpatakbo ng resort, kumuha ng staff, magbenta ng memberships at tumanggap ng management fee. Hindi nito maaaring ibenta ang lupa, ilipat ang mga villa, gamitin ang property bilang loan collateral o magbigay ng permanent residence rights sa sinumang third party nang walang written approval mula sa De Los Reyes Crown Leisure Holdings. Sa loob ng 10 taon, bihirang ipaalala ni Camila ang limitasyong iyon. Pinayagan niyang maging mukha ng resort si Gabriel dahil naniniwala siyang ang isang magandang partnership ay hindi kailangang gawing paligsahan kung sino ang mas nakikita. Habang siya ay nasa likod ng financial planning, land protection at employee benefit fund. Si Gabriel ang nasa magazine covers at business interviews. Ngunit nang magsimula itong tawagin ng media na the owner of Hacienda Verde Crown, hindi na niya itinatama ang mga reporter. Kalaunan, pati siya ay tila naniwala sa sariling kwento. Ang unang malinaw na babala ay nagmula kay Anya Santos, ang 26 na taong gulang na empleyado sa Legal and Property Records Office, 3 araw bago ang Crown Masters Invitational. Nagpadala ito ng encrypted message kay Camila. Ma'am, Crown Villa, No. 1 is being prepared for permanent ceremonial turnover to Miss Trisha Villanueva. The file has no owner approval. There are 2 versions of the event documents. Kasunod noon ay isang larawan ng gold plate na inilalagay sa entrance ng villa. Trisha Villanueva Crown Residence. Tinawagan agad ni Camila si Attorney Beatriz de los Reyes. Iminungkahi ng abogado na magpadala ng cease and desist notice at itigil ang tournament bago pa man dumating ang mga bisita. Ngunit tumanggi si Camila. Kung haharangin niya ang event ng maaga, maaaring sabihin ni Gabriel na decoration lamang ang plate, symbolic lamang ang susi, at wala naman talagang transfer na mangyayari. Kailangan niyang malaman kung ano ang balak nilang ipahayag sa investors at kung hanggang saan umabot ang maling paggamit sa resort. Kaya dumating siya bilang si Mila Cruz. Isang seasonal worker na pansamantalang itinalaga sa driving range. Tinakpan niya ang buhok sa ilalim ng malapad na sombrero. Nagsuot ng oversized sunglasses, neck covering, at sun mask. Wala sa resort staff ang nagtaka. Sa panahon ng malalaking tournament, karaniwan ng temporary hires para sa ball collection, landscaping, card preparation, at guest assistance. Si Hector Castillo, ang golf operations manager, ang nagbigay sa kanya ng unang instruction. Stay away from the VIP lanes unless called. Sabi niya, Miss, Trisha is filming her tournament campaign this morning. Do not walk behind her shots. Do not speak to guests. And whatever she asks, do it quickly. Is she the tournament director? Tanong ni Camila. She is more important than the title. What does that mean? Mr. Gabriel wants her treated like the future lady of the resort. Tiningnan ni Camila ang kaniyang pangalan sa temporary roster. Is there already a lady of the resort? Hindi nagustuhan ni Hector ang tanong. You are here to collect balls. Mila, do not involve yourself in matters above your pay grade. Kinuha niya ang metal basket at naglakad papunta sa outer range. Habang pinupulot niya mga bola sa damo, napansin niyang maraming resort vehicles ang nakatalaga sa personal entourage ni Trisha. 2 golf cart ang para sa kanyang stylist at social media team. Isang electric shuttle ang nagdadala ng mga damit mula sa Crown Villa, No. 1, patungo sa driving range. 4 na housekeeping staff ang inutusan para lamang maghanda ng breakfast at dressing room niya. Sa resort operations records, ang Crown Villa, No. 1 ay dapat gamitin lamang para sa owner family, diplomatic guests, board retreats at specially approved partners. Ngunit ayon sa mensahe ni Anya, halos 2 buwan nang ginagamit ni Trisha ang master bedroom. Ang mga pagkain, spa treatment, florist at private chef ay nakalagay sa account na executive membership development kahit walang official meeting na ginaganap. Dumating si Trisha bandang 8:00. Suot ang puting sleeveless golf dress, green visor at diamond bracelet. Kasunod niya ang isang photographer, stylist at personal assistant. Hindi siya dumiretso sa practice mat. Una niyang sinuri ang mga empleyado at itinuro ang 3 bagay na ayaw niya maliraw ang kulay ng flowers sa golf cart. Masyadong maraming ordinaryong caddy sa background at hindi pa napapalitan ang sign sa kaniyang lane. I asked for Crown Lady Practice Lane. Sabi niya kay Hector. Why does it still say VIP guest? The permanent signage requires property approval? Ma'am? Gabriel approved it. The property office has a separate process. Then bypass it. Tumingin si Hector sa mga staff. We will install the temporary sign now. Nakatayo si Camila malapit sa ball dispenser habang naririnig ang usapan. Pansamantalang sign lamang iyon. Ngunit malinaw ang pattern. Sa tuwing may legal o operational restriction, ang sagot ni Trisha ay pareho bypass it. At sa tuwing sasabihin itong inaprobahan ni Gabriel, yumuyuko ang mga manager. Bago magsimula ang photoshoot, ipinatawag ni Trisha si Camila. You. Clean these balls again. Those are newly washed. Ma'am, I can see grass marks. Kinuha ni Camila ang basket. They will touch the grass again after every shot. Are you arguing? No. I am explaining why some marks are normal. Do not explain. Clean? Isa-isa niyang pinunasan ng mga bola habang nakatutok ang photographer kay Trisha. Nang matapos, inilagay niya ang basket sa tamang distance mula sa heating mat. Ngunit sadyang sinipa ni Trisha ang gilid nito. Kumalat ang mahigit 50 bola sa damuhan. Pick them up. Utos. Nito. Napatingin ang dalawang caddy. Ngunit hindi sila gumalaw dahil naroon si Hector. Dahan-dahang yumuko si Camila at sinimulang kunin ang mga bola. Hindi niya ginawa iyon dahil tanggap niyang mababa siya. Ginawa niya iyon dahil bawat segundo ng pag-uugali ni Trisha ay nakukunan ng security cameras at ng maliit na recorder sa kaniyang uniform. People like you should be grateful. Sabi ni Trisha habang inaayos ang glove. This resort gives you work. Do not behave as if you understand how important guests think. A good resort survives because its workers understand more than guests realize. Sagot ni Camila. Tumawa ang stylist. This one speaks like a manager. Maybe she dreams of owning a golf course. Sabi ni Trisha. Hindi sumagot si Camila. Sa halip, inilagay niya ang huling bola sa basket at umatras sa safe line. Ilang minuto ang lumipas bago dumating si Gabriel kasama ang dalawang foreign investor at si Damian Flores. Nakasuot si Gabriel ng navy golf shirt, white trousers at sunglasses. Mas bata at mas kumpiyansa siyang tingnan kapag nasa golf course. Lalo na kapag may audience. Lumapit agad siya kay Trisha at hinalikan ito sa pisngi na para bang wala silang itinatagong relasyon. You look perfect, sabi niya. The range does not, sagot ni Trisha. Your staff is low. Tumingin si Gabriel kay Hector. Fix whatever she needs. Itinuro ni Trisha si Camila. That ball picker has been questioning me all morning. Tiningnan ni Gabriel ang nakatakip na mukha ng empleyada. Hindi niya nakilala ang sariling asawa. What did she say? She said, I cannot change the villa and course signs without owner approval. Napangiti si Gabriel sa harap ng investors. Employees sometimes take procedures too seriously. Sir, mahinahong sabi ni Camila, property restrictions exist for a reason. Your reason is to collect the balls. Who decides the property restrictions? The people who own and manage this place. Are those always the same people? Bahagyang nagbago ang mukha ni Damian. Ngunit tumawa si Gabriel. Ipinapakitang wala siyang pakialam. People like her collect the balls. Sabi niya sa investors. People like us own the course. Tumingala si Camila mula sa ilalim ng kaniyang sombrero. Then perhaps, Sir, you should first check whose name is written on the land before deciding which group you belong to. Nawala ang ngiti ni Gabriel. What is your name? Mila Cruz. Who hired you? Temporary staffing. Hector. Remove her from the VIP range after this session. Yes, sir. Hindi siya agad pinaalis dahil kailangan pa ni Trisha ang ball setup. Sa halip, pinatayo siya sa gilid ng lane habang nagpapakita si Trisha ng ilang shots para sa camera. May mga maintenance worker sa kabilang bahagi ng range. Kaya nagtaas si Camila ng safety flag nang makita niyang lumalapit sila sa ball collection zone. Wait for the green signal, sabi niya. Ngunit ayaw maghintay ni Trisha. The camera is ready. May tao pa sa range. They are far enough. Not for your driver. Ngumisi si Trisha at pumuwesto. Then perhaps the ball picker should move faster. Humataw siya nang walang clearance. Lumipad ang bola nang mababa at tumama sa lupa ilang metro lamang mula sa isang young maintenance worker. Napayuko ang lalaki sa gulat. Stop the lane. Sigaw ni Camila. Agad siyang tumakbo papunta sa worker upang tiyaking hindi ito tinamaan. Sa likod niya, narinig niya ang iritadong boses ni Trisha. You ruined the shot. You could have injured someone. I knew where the ball was going. You hit before clearance. Lumapit si Gabriel. Do not raise your voice at Miss Villanueva. She ignored a safety signal. It was one shot. One shot can kill a worker. Tumahimik ang dalawang investor. Alam nilang seryoso ang golf course safety. Ngunit ayaw nilang makialam sa personal na tensiyon. Si Damian naman ay lumapit kay Hector at bumulong na ilipat ang maintenance crew upang hindi maantala ang filming. Tumingin si Camila kay Gabriel. Sa loob ng maraming taon, ipinagmamalaki nito sa interviews na ang Hacienda Verde Crown ay kilala sa world-class safety and service. Ngunit na ang taong lumabag ay ang kanyang mistress. Mas mahalaga sa kanya ang photoshoot kaysa sa empleyadong maaaring masaktan. Pinauwi ni Hector ang young worker sa maintenance shed at inutusan si Camila na wag nang magsalita. Bago siya umalis, lumapit ang worker at mahina itong nagsabi, "Thank you. Ate, they would have blamed me if the ball hit us." "Keep the incident report," sagot niya. "Do not let them delete it." Pagkatapos ng shoot, lumipat ang grupo sa clubhouse terrace para sa breakfast meeting. Inutusan si Camila at ang iba pang temporary staff na magdala ng mga golf bag at linisin ang practice area. Habang inilalagay niya ang mga club sa storage rack, nag-vibrate ang kaniyang phone. Mensahe iyon mula kay Anya. "I found the villa turnover packet. They converted a temporary hospitality use agreement into a permanent ceremonial grant. Gabriel will announce Trisha as honorary chair and future managing partner at Hole 18. Kasunod noon ay isa pang file investor presentation para sa 2.4 billion peso expansion loan. Sa cover ay nakalagay, Hacienda Verde Crown, a flagship asset of Araneta Prestige Leisure Group. Sa asset summary, ang buong 240-hectare property ay inilalarawan na parang pag-aari ng management company ni Gabriel. Ang De Los Reyes Crown Leisure Holdings ay binanggit lamang bilang legacy land partner. Wala ang termination rights, ownership restrictions at requirement na kailangan ang pirma ni Camila bago gamitin ang lupa bilang collateral. Sumagot siya kay Anya. "Preserve the original deck, edited version and access history. Do not confront them." Makalipas ang ilang minuto, nagpadala si Anya ng audio file. Mula iyon sa meeting ni Marco at Damian noong nakaraang gabi. Once Trisha receives the villa key in front of the lenders, the resort will appear to accept her management role. Sabi ni Marco. "Camila may object?" Sagot ni Damian. "She always protects the employees." "Exactly. She will not terminate the management agreement during peak season. Gabriel can ask for the signatures afterward. And if she refuses, then we describe it as a jealous spouse blocking expansion. Public pressure will do the rest." Isinara ni Camila ang file. Parehong taktika ang ginagamit nila sa villa. Sa loan at sa management rights, gumawa muna ng public certainty. Siya kapiliting sumunod ang tunay na owner. Ang kaniyang malasakit sa mga empleyado ang ginawa nilang garantiya na hindi siya lalaban. Sa tanghali, nakita niya si Celestina sa main lobby kasama ang mga society friends. Suot nito ang green silk golf jacket at may hawak na customized card key. Habang dinadala ni Camila ang mga towel sa locker room, narinig niyang sinabi ng matanda, "After today, Trisha will finally have the authority that Camila never knew how to use." Will Camila attend tanong ng isang kaibigan? She is probably in Manila reading contracts. She has never understood that a resort needs warmth, not signatures. Is Crown Villa No. 1 really going to Trisha? My son controls the resort. It is time. The villa reflected the woman beside him. Nadaanan ni Camila ang grupo nang hindi tumitingin. Ang villa na pinag-uusapan nila ay nakatali sa Land Conservation Fund na nagbabayad sa healthcare at housing support ng maraming long-term employees. Hindi lamang personal residence ang ipinapangako ni Gabriel. Pinaglalaruan niya ang asset na bahagi ng proteksiyon ng buong workforce. Bandang hapon, Inutusan ng mga ball picker na ilipat ang baskets papunta sa Hall 18 para sa ceremonial rehearsal. Doon nakita ni Camila ang malaking stage. Flower arch. Press wall at gold golf cart na may initials na T. V. Sa gilid ng stage ay may velvet stand para sa villa key at isang frame certificate na may titulong Crown Villa No. 1 Permanent Executive Residence of Trisha Villanueva. Lumapit si Sabrina Araneta Cruz upang tingnan ang layout. Remove all de los Reyes references from the owner video. Sabi niya sa production assistant. The story is about Gabriel transforming this land. The original history file, says Camila, financed the rehabilitation. Too complicated? Use the Araneta vision. And the ownership disclosure. Legal can put it in the investor appendix. Pinunasan ni Camila ang mga golf ball malapit sa stage habang nakikinig. Isa na namang pagtatangka iyon na alisin siya hindi lamang sa kasalukuyang event kundi pati sa kasaysayan ng lugar. Dumating si Gabriel para sa rehearsal. Kasama niya si Trisha, Damian, Marco at 2 loan representatives. Umakyat siya sa stage at sinubukan ng mikropono. Tomorrow, sabi niya, we begin a new era at Hacienda Verde Crown. This resort needs a woman who understands luxury, members and modern leadership. Hinawakan niya ang kamay ni Trisha. After years of waiting, Hacienda Verde will finally welcome the woman who deserves to be called its new lady. Pumalakpak sina Celestina at Sabrina. Ngumiti si Trisha at tiningnan ang Crown Villa key na nasa velvet stand. Mula sa ilalim ng stage, hawak ni Camila ang basket ng mga bola at pinanood ang asawa. Hindi pa nito binibigkas ang salitang owner. Ngunit malinaw na ang direksiyong pinili nito. Sa harap ng lenders, investors at staff, inihahanda na niya ang kwento ng isang management title at isang susi ay sapat upang ilipat ang kapangyarihan sa mistress. Tinawagan ni Camila si Beatriz pagkaraan ng rehearsal. They will make the formal announcement tomorrow at Hall 18, sabi niya. They have the villa certificate, the false investor deck, and the permanent management title. Do you want me to serve the ownership notice tonight? Not yet. They already have enough evidence against them. I want the announcement completed. Camila, they may humiliate you again before you reach the stage. They have already shown me how they treat workers. Now I need them to show the lenders what they believe they own. Anya and I will remain ready. Bring the original land title, management agreement, villa restrictions and ownership chart, and the termination notice. Prepare it. Do not activate it until I give the signal. Bago bumalik sa staff quarters, lumingon si Camila sa Crown Villa. Buwan na kumikislap sa dapit hapon. Sa loob nito ay nakahanda na ang mga damit ni Trisha. Champagne at personal na staff. Sa labas ay nakalagay ang bagong gold plate na parabang tapos na ang lahat. Ngunit, ang resort system, land registry at management contract ay wala ni isang pahinang kumikilala kay Trisha bilang may-ari. Ang lahat ng hawak nito ay props. Pangako at kapangyarihang hiniram mula sa lalaking hindi rin nagmamay-ari ng lupa. Kinabukasan, ipapahayag ni Gabriel sa buong Crown Masters Invitational na ang Hacienda Verde Crown ay may bago ng babaeng mamumuno. At doon, sa mismong golf course na pinagtawanan siya bilang simpleng tagapulot ng bola, bubuksan ni Camila ang mga dokumentong magpapakita kung sino talaga ang may karapatang magsabi kung kanino ang bawat villa, fairway at bahagi ng lupang kanilang tinatapakan. Ang gininto ang susi para sa hindi tunay na may-ari. Maagang nagsimula ang Crown Masters Invitational. Bago pa mag-alas 7 ng umaga, nakapila na sa main entrance ng Hacienda Verde Crown ang mga luxury vehicle ng bankers, foreign investors, politicians, property developers at kilalang golf club members. Sa gilid ng driveway, nakahanay ang mga empleyadong suot ang bagong emerald and gold uniforms na ipinagawa para lamang sa event. Ang dating tahimik na bahagi ng Tagaytay Highlands ay napuno ng media vans, drone cameras at live broadcast equipment. Sa bawat banner ay makikita ang mukha ni Gabriel at ang bagong campaign image ni Trisha bilang the future of Philippine luxury leisure. Wala kahit isang larawan ni Camila sa event history wall. Ang original timeline na nagpapakita sa pagbili ng lupa, environmental rehabilitation, at pagtatayo ng Employee Protection Fund ay pinalitan ng mas simpleng bersyon. Ayon sa video, natagpuan ni Gabriel ang isang halos patay na golf property at mag-isa niya itong ginawang world-class resort. Ang De Los Reyes Crown Leisure Holdings ay binanggit lamang sa napakaliit na legal disclosure sa dulo. Ang mga guest na hindi pamilyar sa corporate structure ay natural na maniniwalang si Gabriel ang nagmamay-ari sa bawat puno, villa at hektarya ng lupang nakikita nila. Si Camila ay kabilang sa team na naglalagay ng practice balls sa mga carts. Nakasuot pa rin siya bilang si Mila Cruz. May malapad na sombrero, sunglasses at neck covering. Sa unang tingin ay isa lamang siyang seasonal employee na kailangang magtrabaho sa ilalim ng araw habang ang mayayaman ay umiinom ng champagne sa viewing decks. Ngunit sa bulsa ng kanyang uniform ay may secure phone na konektado kina Attorney Beatriz at Anya. Sa storage room naman ay nakatago ang maliit na recorder na naglalaman ng usapan ni Marco at Damian tungkol sa pagpilit sa kaniya pagkatapos ng public ceremony. Nag-message si Anya bago magsimula ang unang tee-off. Crown Villa. No. One access profile was changed at 214A. M. They added Trisha as future principal resident. But the owner control system rejected the role. Marco ordered the physical key, prepared anyway. Sumagot si Camila. Preserve the failed access logs in every instruction. Do not stop them yet. Sa main lawn, dumating si Trisha sakay ng custom gold golf cart. Nakasuot siya ng emerald green golf dress na may manipis na gold belt at initials na T, V, sa kanyang bag. Sa likod ng cart ay may maliit na plate na nagsasabing Crown Lady. Ang stylist niya ay may dalang 3 outfit para sa iba't ibang bahagi ng event. Habang ang photographer ay kinukunan ng bawat paglabas niya mula sa cart na parabang isa siyang royal guest. Lumapit si Celestina at niyakap siya. You look like you were born for this place. Sabi ng matanda. After today, no one will question where you belong. Ngumiti si Trisha. Gabriel said the announcement will be impossible to ignore. At last, sagot ni Celestina. Camila spent years hiding behind land papers. A resort needs a woman people can actually see. Nasa likod lamang nila si Camila. Naglalagay ng mga bottled water sa golf cart ng mga bisita. Hindi siya nakilala ng biyenan. Sa halip, tinuro siya nito at sinabing, You. Make sure, Miss Villanueva never runs out of cold towels. Her comfort is more important than ordinary players today. Yes, ma'am, sagot ni Camila. Sa registrasyon may 2 klase ng guest badge. Ang ordinaryong investors ay nakatanggap ng black and gold access cards. Ang pinakamalalapit na kaibigan ni Gabriel at pamilya ni Trisha ay binigyan ng emerald cards na may label na Owner Circle. Wala namang legal o corporate meaning ang title. Ngunit idinisenyo iyon upang magmukhang bahagi sila ng inner ownership group. Nang makita ni Anya ang mga card, agad niyang ipinadala ang larawan kay Camila. These were not approved by property governance. Bulong niya nang minsang magtagpo sila malapit sa service corridor. Who created them? Tanong ni Camila. Sabrina's agency. Damian approved the expense? Do the cards unlock anything? Only guest lounges and carts. But the design makes them look like owner credentials. Preserve one unused card and the design instructions. Ma'am, they are also giving one to Trisha's mother. Let them. A colored card does not change ownership, but it helps prove the story they are trying to create. Nagsimula ang tournament sa ceremonial drive ni Gabriel. Bago siya humataw, nagsalita siya sa media tungkol sa legacy, excellence at family leadership. Sa tabi niya ay si Trisha, habang si Camila ay nasa outer lane kasama ang ibang ball collectors. Matapos ang unang shot, tinawag ni Gabriel ang mistress at sinabi, "1 year ago, she came here as a brand partner. Today, she stands beside me as the woman helping shape the future of Hacienda Verde." Pumalakpak ang crowd. Hindi pa niya tinawag si Trisha na owner. Ngunit malinaw na unti-unti niyang binubuo ang public narrative bago ang final ceremony. Sa unang 9 na holes, hindi kailangang manatili si Camila malapit sa kanila. Ngunit sa practice challenge bago ang lunch, hiniling ni Trisha na ilipat sa kaniya ang parehong arrogant ball picker mula noong nakaraang araw. "I want to see if she has learned how to follow orders," sabi niya kay Hector. Kaya pinapunta si Camila sa challenge lane kung saan kailangang tamaan ng VIP players ang 3 floating targets sa artificial lake. Siya ang inatasang maglagay ng mga basket, magbalik ng practice clubs, at maglinis sa paligid ng hitting mat. Nakatutok ang mga kamera kay Trisha dahil bahagi iyon ng kaniyang lifestyle campaign. Bago humataw, ibinigay ni Trisha kay Camila ang champagne glass na hawak niya. "Hold this. Glass is not allowed inside the active hitting zone, ma'am. Then stand outside the line. Employees are not permitted to hold alcohol while working." Napatawa ang mga kaibigan ni Trisha. "She always has an answer," sabi ng isa. Lumapit si Trisha. "You were warned yesterday. Do you want to lose this job? I want the safety rules followed. This is my tournament. It is the resort's tournament, which Gabriel controls. Management control does not remove safety procedure." Nainis si Trisha at inilapag ang champagne sa ibabaw ng ball basket. Nang kunin ni Camila ang glass upang ilipat sa safe table, sadyang tinamaan ni Trisha ang basket gamit ang club. Kumalat sa damo ang 12 ng bola at natapon ang champagne sa pantalon ni Camila. Nagulat ang ilang bisita. Ngunit ngumiti lamang si Trisha sa camera. "Some staff need to learn balance. Pick them up," utos niya. Lumuhod si Camila upang kolektahin ang mga bola. Hindi niya kailangang gawin iyon. Ngunit alam niyang malinaw na nakikita ng kameras kung sino ang gumawa ng gulo at sino ang tahimik na naglinis. Habang pinupulot niya ang mga bola, lumapit si Gabriel kasama ang 2 lender representatives. "What happened?" tanong niya. "She dropped the basket," sagot ni Trisha. Tumingin si Camila sa asawa. "Miss, Villanueva struck it with her club." "Are you accusing a guest?" tanong ni Gabriel. "I am stating what happened." Lumapit ang isa sa event photographers. "Sir, the camera may have captured it." Agad na sumingit si Sabrina. "Do not include staff accidents in the official footage." Hindi itinama ni Gabriel si Trisha. Sa halip, sinabi niya kay Camila, "Even if the basket was hit, your role is to keep the area organized. Do not interrupt our guests with complaints." Would the answer be the same if she hit an investor's bag? "Huwag kang maging matalino." Respectfully, Sir, the rule should not change depending on who is standing on the grass. Namula ang mukha ni Gabriel. "Hector, after this challenge, remove her from all guest-facing areas." Tumango ang manager. "Yes, sir." Lalong lumakas ang loob ni Trisha. Lumapit siya kay Camila at mahina ngunit malinaw na nagsabi, "By tonight, I will be living in the owner's villa, while you will still be picking balls. Remember the difference." Tumingin si Camila sa kanya. A villa key can open a door only if the property recognizes the person holding it. Ngumisi si Trisha. Gabriel's name is enough. Then perhaps he should try using it on the title. Bago pa makasagot si Trisha, tinawag siya ng host para sa kaniyang shot. Hindi niya alam na ang buong palitan ay na-record ng microphone ng campaign camera na inilagay malapit sa hitting mat. Pagkatapos ng challenge, hindi dinala si Camila sa staff area. Inutusan siya ni Hector na sumama sa team na naghahanda sa Hall 18 dahil kulang ang tao roon. Iyon mismo ang gusto niya. Ang final green ang sentro ng ceremony. At doon nakalagay ang velvet case para sa Crown Villa Key, ang framed grand certificate at ang gold-plated golf cart na ilalaan kay Trisha. Habang nag-aayos siya ng baskets malapit sa stage, napansin niyang may private meeting sina Damien, Marco at isang loan officer sa likod ng media wall. Nagkunwari siyang nililinis ang golf cart tires upang makalapit. The property ownership disclosure must be corrected before credit approval. Sabi ng loan officer, our file currently lists Araneta Prestige Leisure Group as controlling owner. It controls operations and revenue. Sagot ni Damian. That is not the same as holding title. The management agreement has years remaining, and the owner has immediate termination rights for misrepresentation and unauthorized transfer. Those rights have never been exercised. Because the owner has not objected before, Camila will not risk peak season operations. Do you have written confirmation? Gabriel is addressing the internal family structure. Marco sumingit. Today's ceremony will establish continuity. Trisha will be publicly recognized as part of future management. Does she hold shares in the land company? Not yet. Then the ceremony does not establish ownership. It establishes stakeholder confidence. Sagot ni Damian. Nang umalis ang loan officer, ibinaba ni Marco ang boses. He is becoming nervous. Once Gabriel presents Trisha beside the villa and management certificate, the lenders will see that operational control is stable. Sabi ni Damian. And Camila. She signs or she becomes the wife who destroys a 4 billion peso expansion and threatens hundreds of jobs. Muling narinig ni Camila ang parehong plano gawing hostage ang mga empleyado upang ipilit sa kaniya ang transfer. Nagpadala siya ng audio snippet kay Beatrice. They are using the loan and jobs as leverage. Wait until the full villa announcement. Sa lunch reception, pinaupo si Trisha sa gitna ng owner's table. Ang nameplate niya ay honorary crown chair kahit wala pang board resolution. Si Celestina ang nasa kanan niya. Si Gabriel ang nasa kaliwa. Ang tunay na directors ng landholding company ay inilagay sa ibang mesa at sinabihang symbolic role lamang ang announcement. Nagbigay ng maikling speech si Sabrina. Hacienda Verde was built by vision, courage, and a family brave enough to reinvent luxury. Sa screen, ipinakita ang mga larawan ni Gabriel sa golf course. Si Trisha sa spa. At si Celestina sa villa. Wala si Camila. Wala ang De Los Reyes Rehabilitation Team. Wala rin ang mga empleyadong nagtrabaho sa property bago pa dumating ang mga camera. Sa service corridor, nakipagkita si Anya kay Camila at iniabot ang isang maliit na folder. Nandoon ang access request para kay Trisha, ang rejected system authorization, at ang permanent use agreement na binago mula sa temporary hospitality permit. Who signed the change, tanong ni Camila. Marco prepared it. Damien approved the financial benefit. Gabriel signed as property principal. He is not the property principal. The document calls him one. Did legal object? I did. They removed me from the final review list. Preserve the removal order. Ma'am, there is more. Crown Villa no. One is linked to the Employee Protection and Conservation Covenant. Permanent private transfer could breach the funding conditions. Did they disclose that to Trisha? No. Or to the lenders? No. Tumingin si Camila sa frame certificate sa stage. Ang ipinapangako ni Gabriel bilang romantic symbol ay bahagi ng asset structure na tumutulong magbayad sa healthcare, housing assistance at retirement support ng mga empleyado. Hindi lamang sariling asawa ang kanyang binabalewalay. Inilalagay niya sa panganib ang isang fund na umaasa sa patuloy na proteksyon ng villa at lupa. Bandang 4:00. Natapos ang tournament. Nagtipo ng mga bisita sa Hall 18, kung saan tanaw ang Crown Villa no. One sa itaas ng burol. Ang dapit hapon ay nagbigay ng gintong kulay sa fairway. At ang stage lights ay bumukas sa paligid ni na Gabriel at Trisha. Ang mga ball picker at caddy ay pinatayo sa likod. Sapat na malayo upang hindi makita sa main camera. Ngunit inutusan ni Trisha si Hector na ilapit si Camila. I want her here. Sabi niya, let her see what happens to women who know their place. Kaya pinatayo si Camila sa gilid ng stage. Hawak ang basket ng ceremonial golf balls. Hindi pa rin alam ni Gabriel na ang babaeng muli niyang ipinapahiya ang siyang may kapangyarihang magpatigil sa buong management structure. Nagsimula si Gabriel sa pasasalamat sa sponsors at investors. Pagkatapos ay nagsalita siya tungkol sa bagong era ng resort. For years, Hacienda Verde Crown has represented discipline, excellence, and ambition. Sabi niya, but every great property must continue to evolve. It needs leadership that understands not only business, but beauty, emotion, and the desires of our most important members. Tinawag niya si Trisha. Umakyat ito sa stage habang pumapalakpak ang crowd. Inabot ni Celestina ang kamay niya na parang ipinapasa ang isang family title. Si Sabrina naman ang nagbigay ng emerald sash na may gold emblem ng resort. Today, patuloy ni Gabriel, I am appointing Trisha Villanueva as honorary chair of the Crown Golf Club and the new female face of Hacienda Verde Crown. Nagpalakpakan ang mga influencers at invited members. Ang ilang independent director ay nanatiling tahimik dahil wala silang inaprobahang appointment. Ipinakita ni Gabriel ang gold key mula sa velvet case. This key belongs to Crown Villa. No. The residence reserved for the person who stands at the heart of this resort. Tumingin siya kay Trisha. From this day forward, the villa will be your home inside Hacienda Verde Crown. Tinanggap ni Trisha ang susi at hinalikan siya sa harap ng kameras. I promise to protect this place as its new lady. Sabi niya. This resort is finally entering the future it deserves. Mula sa gilid ng stage, tiningnan ni Camila ang susi. Totoo iyong physical key. Ngunit ang villa ay gumagamit din ng digital access linked sa owner registry. Hindi sapat ang metal upang buksan ang main entrance kapag walang valid profile. Ibinigay ni Gabriel ang frame certificate. Nakalagay doon na si Trisha ay may permanent executive residence right, private staff, unlimited guest privileges at access sa owner amenities. Sa ibaba ay pirma ni Gabriel bilang managing owner and chief executive. Tinanong ng isang reporter, does this mean Miss Villanueva now owns Crown Villa no? To? Sumagot si Trisha bago pa makapagsalita ang iba. It means this place recognizes me as its lady. Ang reporter ay bumaling kay Gabriel. Is the villa legally hers? Ngumiti siya. The remaining documentation will reflect what we have declared today. Has the landholding company approved it? This resort moves forward under my leadership. Hindi yon sagot. Ngunit, sapat sa crowd na gustong maniwala sa romantic announcement. Pagkatapos ng stage ceremony, naglakad ang grupo paakyat sa Crown Villa. No? One para sa official opening. Sumunod ang cameras, lenders at VIP guests. Inutusan ng ordinaryong staff na manatili sa ibaba. Ngunit sinabi ni Trisha kay Hector na dalhin si Camila kasama ang luggage cart. "She will carry my golf bags into the villa," sabi niya. "It may be the closest she ever comes to an owner's residence." Dinala ni Camila ang 2 golf bag sa likod ng procession. Sa bawat hakbang, tumitingin si Gabriel sa mga camera. Tila kumbinsidong wala nang maaaring umatras matapos ang public announcement. Sa entrance, ne villa, kumikislap ang bagong gold plate na may pangalan ni Trisha. Lumapit siya sa digital access panel. Ipinakita ni Marco kung saan ilalagay ang emerald card. "The system may require a second scan," sabi niya. "Why?" tanong ni Trisha. "New profile. I have the gold key. The physical key is for the ceremonial lock. The main doors use owner control." Tiningnan niya si Gabriel. "Is there another problem with papers?" "No. Open it." Iscan ni Trisha ang emerald card. Umilaw ang panel ng pula. "Access denied, no valid property authorization." Nawala ang ngiti niya. Muli niyang inilapit ang card. Pula pa rin. "User not recognized as owner, resident or approved guest." Nagbulungan ang mga bisita. Tiningnan ni Marco ang kanyang tablet at sinubukang gamitin ang management override. Lumitaw ang isa pang babala. "Override, rejected owner consent, required." "Ano ito?" galit na tanong ni Trisha. "System delay." Sagot ni Gabriel. "Use the physical key." Ipinasok niya ang gold key sa ceremonial lock. Umikot iyon. Ngunit ang main security mechanism ay nanatiling sarado. Hindi bumukas ang pinto. Lumapit ang Villa Systems Manager. "Sir, the physical lock cannot release the security doors without a valid resident profile." "Add her now." Utos ni Gabriel. "I cannot. I am the CEO. The property system requires authorization from De Los Reyes Crown Leisure Holdings." Naging tahimik ang buong entrance terrace. Tumingin si Trisha kay Gabriel. "You said this was my home." "It is. We will correct the access. Call Camila." "She is not here." Mula sa likod ng luggage cart, mahinahong nagsalita ang ball picker. "Perhaps she is closer than you think." Napalingon ang lahat kay Camila. Hindi pa niya inaalis ang sombrero o salamin. Ngunit inilagay na niya ang basket sa lupa. Sa driveway sa ibaba, huminto ang isang dark vehicle. Bumaba roon si Attorney Beatriz kasama si Anya, 2 representatives ng Land Holding Board. Hawak nila ang original land title, management contract at owner control authorization file. Sa harap ng Crown Villa, no. Hawak ni Trisha ang ginintuang susi na hindi kayang buksan ng pintuan. Sa tabi niya ay si Gabriel, ang CEO na walang system authority upang idagdag ang mistress bilang resident, at ilang hakbang lamang ang layo. Nakatayo ang babaeng magpapakita sa kanilang lahat kung sino talaga ang kinikilala ng lupa, villa at buong Hacienda Verde Crown bilang may-ari. Ang titulo ng lupa na hindi kayang palitan ng palakpakan. Nakatayo si Trisha sa harap ng Crown Villa. Hawak ang ginintuang susi na ipinasa sa kaniya ni Gabriel sa harap ng daan-daang bisita. Ngunit nanatiling sarado ang malalaking glass and wood doors. Sa digital panel ay patuloy na kumikislap ang pulang mensahe, "User not recognized as owner, resident or approved guest." Sa paligid nila, nakatutok ang mga kamera ng media. Lenders at influencers na inaasahang kukunan ang unang pagpasok ng bagong Lady of Hacienda Verde. Sa halip, naitala nila ang isang babaeng may sash, ceremonial certificate at mamahaling susi na hindi kinikilala ng mismong bahay na ipinangakong magiging kaniya. Mula sa driveway ay lumapit si Attorney Beatriz de los Reyes. Kasama si Anya Santos. 2 landholding directors at isang independent property registrar. Hawak ni Beatriz ang dark green document case na may official seals. Hindi siya nagmadali. Sa bawat hakbang niya, paakyat sa terrace. Mas lalong tumitindi ang katahimikan nang makarating sila sa entrance. Hinarangan sila ni Marco. "This is a private ceremonial handover," sabi niya. "You cannot interrupt the event without coordinating with management?" Tumingin si Beatriz sa saradong pinto. Management has already interrupted itself by attempting to grant permanent residence without the owner's authorization. Lumapit si Gabriel. "Beatriz, we can discuss this inside. You cannot enter. I am the CEO. You are the chief executive of the management company. The villa belongs to another legal entity. This is a technical access problem." "No," sagot niya. "The system is functioning exactly as designed. It is refusing a person who has no ownership, residency, or approved guest status." Nilingon ni Gabriel si Camila, na nakatayo pa rin sa likod ng luggage cart sa uniforme ng ball picker. "Why is that employee still here, Hector? Take her away." Hindi gumalaw si Hector agad. Nakita niyang tumingin si Beatriz sa babaeng tinatawag nilang Mila Cruz na may malinaw na paggalang. Nagsimula siyang makaramdam na may malaking bagay siyang hindi nauunawaan. Dahan-dahang inilapag ni Camila ang 2 golf bag. Tinanggal niya ang guwantes. Pagkatapos ang malapad na sombrero, inalis niya ang dark sunglasses, neck covering at sun mask. Nang lumitaw ang kanyang muka, napaatras si Celestina at napahawak sa braso ni Tricia. Si Gabriel ay hindi agad nakapagsalita. Tinitigan niya ang asawa na para bang sinusubukang pagsamahin ang imahe ng tahimik na babae sa kanilang bahay at ng empleyadang pinahiya niya sa driving range. "Camila," bulong niya. Tinanggal ni Camila ang temporary name tag na Mila Cruz at inilagay iyon sa ibabaw ng luggage cart. "Yes," sagot niya. "The ball picker you ordered away from the VIP area. The worker your mistress forced to kneel for scattered balls. And the controlling owner of the land beneath your shoes." Sabay-sabay na umangat ang cameras. Ang ilang reporters na unang naniwala sa romantic villa gift ay mabilis na lumapit. Si Tricia naman ay tumingin mula kay Camila patungo kay Gabriel. "You said she would not come." "I did not know she was here. She was carrying my bags. She disguised herself." Camila tumingin sa kaniya. "I did not force you to humiliate an employee. I only allowed you to believe the employee had no power." Binuksan ni Beatriz ang document case. Unang inilabas niya ang original certificates covering the Hacienda Verde Crown property. Ang mga pahina ay naglalaman ng land boundaries, survey plans, environmental covenants at registered ownership ng De Los Reyes Crown Leisure Holdings. Kinumpirma ng independent registrar ang official seals at record numbers. The land occupied by the golf course, hotel, billas, clubhouse and supporting facilities is held by De Los Reyes Crown Leisure Holdings. Sabi niya, Araneta Prestige Leisure Group does not hold title to the property. Ipinakita ni Beatriz ang ownership chart. Si Camila ay may direktang 46%. Ang De Los Reyes Family Trust ay may 22%. Magkasama, kontrolado nila ang 68% ng voting rights. Ang pamilya Araneta ay may 10% lamang sa landholding company. Bagaman may hiwalay silang malaking interest sa management company. Tinanong ng automotive and property journalist, Mr. Araneta, were you aware that your company did not own the resort land? Yes. Sagot ni Gabriel matapos ang mahabang katahimikan. But we built and managed the commercial business. That was not the question. I knew the titles were under the De Los Reyes Holding Company. Then why did you call yourself managing owner on the villa certificate? That phrase reflected operational leadership. Beatrice itinaas ang framed certificate na hawak pa rin ni Tricia. Operational leadership does not create a legal owner. You signed a document granting permanent residence rights to property your company was only hired to manage. Ipinakita naman ni Anya ang original management agreement. Nakasaad doon na maaaring patakbuhin ng Araneta Prestige Leisure Group ang hotel, golf operations, restaurants, memberships at approved events sa loob ng 10 taon. Ngunit malinaw ding ipinagbabawal ang permanent villa transfer, long-term private residence grant, sale, collateralization, at misrepresentation of ownership. May immediate suspension clause kapag ginamit ang property para sa undisclosed personal benefit o kapag ipinakita sa investors na pag-aari ng management company ang lupa. Lumapit si Beatrice kay Gabriel at itinuro ang signature page. Is this your signature? Yes. Did you read the section prohibiting permanent transfer of a villa? Yes. Did you obtain Camila's approval for Miss Villanueva's permanent residence? No. Did the landholding board approve her appointment as honorary chair? No. Did you still announce both before lenders, investors, and the media? Yes. But the ceremony was intended to establish future direction. Future direction cannot be established by violating present authority. Si Tricia ay biglang nagtaas ng boses. Gabriel said the remaining documents were formalities. He told me the villa was effectively under his control. Tumingin sa kaniya si Camila. You heard the system ask for owner authorization. Only after the announcement. Yesterday, you were also told modifications required property approval. I trusted Gabriel. You trusted the answer you wanted. He gave me the key. A key is not title. He appointed me honorary chair. There was no board resolution. He said I would manage the resort. He had no authority to transfer the management contract to you? Napatingin si Tricia sa ginintuang susi. Ilang minuto lamang ang nakalipas. Itinaas niya iyon sa harap ng kameras na parang simbolo ng kanyang tagumpay. Ngayon ay para lamang itong mamahaling metal na nakakabit sa pangakong walang legal na pundasyon. Inabot ni Camila ang kamay. Return the villa key. Humigpit ang hawak ni Tricia. Gabriel gave this to me. Gabriel did not own the villa. This is humiliating. You ordered me to carry your bags into a home you had no right to enter. You came here to trap me. I came here to confirm whether you and my husband were attempting to convert temporary management into ownership. Every word after that was yours. Nang hindi pa rin ibinibigay ni Tricia ang susi, lumapit si Gabriel. Give it back for now. We will settle this privately. For now? Tanong ni Tricia. Were you ever capable of giving it to me? I intended to obtain approval. After announcing it, I believed Camila would cooperate. So you gave me a house based on your belief that your wife would obey. Hindi sumagot si Gabriel. Sa wakas ay inilapag ni Tricia ang susi sa palad ni Camila. Hindi ito hinablot o itinaas bilang tropeo. Ibinigay niya iyon kay Anya upang ilagay sa evidence envelope kasama ang ceremonial certificate at emerald access card. Pagkatapos ay inilabas ni Anya ang access history ng Crown Villa No. Makikita roon na sinubukan ni Marco na idagdag si Tricia bilang future principal resident bandang 2:00 ng umaga. Tinanggihan iyon ng owner control system. Kasunod nito, may email si Marco kay Damian. Digital access can follow after the ceremony. Prepare a physical key and public certificate so the handover appears complete. Sumagot si Damian. Once the lenders see public continuity. Camila will face strong pressure to approve the profile. Tumingin ang dalawang loan representatives kay Damian. Did you design the ceremony to create the appearance of stable ownership and management control? Tanong ng isa. It was intended to demonstrate leadership continuity. Leadership by a person with no shares, no board appointment, and no approved property rights. She was expected to receive those rights. From whom? From the owner after internal family discussions, which had not happened. Not formally. Then your loan presentation was based on rights that did not exist. Ipinakita ni Beatrice ang 4 billion peso expansion loan deck. Sa asset pages ay inilagay ang buong Hacienda Verde Crown bilang flagship property ng Araneta Prestige Leisure Group. Ang land holding company ay tinawag lamang na legacy partner. Habang ang immediate termination rights ni Camila ay hindi isinama sa main risk summary. Nandoon din ang projection na si Tricia ang mangunguna sa luxury membership division at magiging bahagi ng next generation ownership leadership. Tinanong ng loan officer si Gabriel, "Did Miss Villanueva own shares in the landholding company when this deck was distributed?" "No." "Was she an approved manager?" "No." "Did the owner consent to presenting her as future ownership leadership?" "No." "Then the collateral and governance assumptions require immediate review." Sumingit si Damian. The loan does not directly mortgage the land. It uses resort revenue and management rights. Management rights that may be suspended for the exact misrepresentation occurring today? Sagot ng loan officer. That risk was not properly disclosed. Sa terrace ay kumalat ang takot sa mga executive. Hindi lamang ang villa gift ang nawalan ng halaga. Ang buong financing plan na inaasahang magpapalawak sa resort ay maaaring ma-freeze dahil nakasalalay ito sa management contract na nilalabag ni na Gabriel at Damian. Lumapit si Celestina kay Camila. "You are destroying a major investment because Tricia received one villa." "Tricia did not receive the villa." "Then why make this public?" "Because Gabriel made the ownership claim public. You could have signed afterward and protected the family. The villa is linked to the Employee Protection and Conservation Covenant." "What does that have to do with the residence?" "Its asset value supports healthcare, housing and retirement commitments for long-term employees. A permanent private transfer could breach those protections." Nagbago ang mukha ng matanda. Hindi niya alam iyon. Ngunit sa halip na humingi ng paumanhin, sinabi niya, "Surely another villa could replace it." Assets supporting employee commitments are not decorations to exchange whenever your son wants to impress someone. Sa crowd ay naroon ang ilang caddy, housekeeper at maintenance worker na pinatayo sa malayo. Nang marinig nila ang tungkol sa protection fund, nagsimula silang magbulungan. Marami sa kanila ang umaasa sa medical program na tinutustusan ng Covenant. Ang romantic gift na kanina ay tila walang kinalaman sa kanila ay biglang naging direktang panganib sa seguridad ng kanilang pamilya. Tumingin si Camila kay Hector, who ordered the ball pickers and caddies kept away from the ceremony. "Miss Villanueva requested it." "Mr. Gabriel confirmed." "Why?" "So they would not affect the VIP images." "Did you know one maintenance worker was nearly struck during yesterday's shoot?" "Yes." "Was an incident report filed?" "It was drafted." "Was it submitted?" "Mr. Marco's office told us to hold it until after the tournament." Camila tumingin kay Marco. "Why was the safety report delayed?" "We did not want an avoidable issue to damage the event." A worker nearly being hit by a golf ball is not a public relations issue. No one was injured because the worker moved in time. Lumapit ang young maintenance employee na iniligtas ni Camila. Hawak niya ang unsigned report. "Ma'am, They told me the shot happened because I entered too early. Tiningnan ni Camila ang timestamp ng range clearance signal. Malinaw na hindi paligtas ang lane nang humataw si Trisha. Tinanong niya ang babae. Did you see the red safety flag? I thought the camera schedule allowed the shot. Did anyone tell you workers were still collecting balls? The employee did. The employee was the owner. Sabi ni Camila. But even if she were not, the warning would still be valid. Hindi na makatingin ng diretso si Trisha. Sa loob ng isang araw. Bawat pagkakataong ipinakita niyang mas mahalaga ang sarili kaysa sa staff ay naging bahagi ng ebidensya laban sa kanya. Nagbigay ng senya si Beatrice sa Villa Systems Manager. Ipinakita ni Camila ang kanyang secure owner credential sa access panel. Agad na naging berde ang ilaw. Controlling owner, verified Camila de los Reyes Araneta. Bumukas ang main security mechanism at dahan-dahang humiwalay ang malalaking pinto. Ngunit hindi pumasok si Camila. Sa halip, tumingin siya sa housekeeping staff na nakatayo sa gilid. Has Miss Villanueva moved personal belongings into the master bedroom? Yes. Ma'am, sagot ng supervisor. We were told she would become permanent resident today. Preserve the inventory. Do not remove or damage anything. Pack her belongings respectfully and release them to her authorized representative after documentation. Tumingin siya kay Trisha. You will receive everything that belongs to you. You will not receive what does not. Ipinatanggal niya ang gold plate na may pangalan ni Trisha mula sa entrance. Ngunit hindi niya ipinawasak. Inilagay iyon sa evidence archive kasama ang key, certificate at access card. Ang permanent villa staff ay ibinalik sa normal board and diplomatic assignment. Ang private chef at stylist expenses ay inilagay sa audit. Ngunit sinigurong mababayaran ng ordinaryong workers na nagtrabaho nang walang alam sa plano. Humarap si Gabriel kay Camila. Do not suspend the management contract today. The guests, weddings and employees will suffer. I have not closed the resort. The loan may collapse. The loan was based on incomplete ownership disclosure. We can correct the deck. You will correct it before requesting another peso. Give me time. You had time before the event. Trisha and Damian pushed the announcement. You held the microphone. Marco prepared the access. You signed the certificate. Sabrina designed the story. You called her the new lady. Sa bawat sagot ni Camila, mas malinaw na walang subordinate o mistress na maaaring magdala ng buong responsibilidad. Sila man ay may sariling interes. Ngunit si Gabriel ang gumamit ng kaniyang posisyon upang gawing opisyal ang kasinungalingan. Humina ang boses niya. What are you doing now? Effective immediately. All disputed villa access. Owner circle credentials and related party bookings are frozen. The management agreement enters emergency compliance review. You retain authority only for ordinary guest operations until the board meets. You are stripping me of the resort in front of everyone. I am separating guest operations from ownership authority. I built this place. You helped build its brand and business. Without me, no one would know Hacienda Verde. Without the land, capital and employees, there would be nothing for you to market. Sa harap ng chamras, tumayo si Camila sa pagitan ng saradong evidence case at ng bukas na Crown Villa door. Hindi siya ngumiti at hindi niya ipinagdiwang ang pagkatalo ni na Gabriel at Trisha. Alam niyang may daan-daang empleyado at guests na kailangang protektahan sa mga susunod na araw. Ngunit, kailangan ding malinaw ang isang bagay bago siya umalis. You may bring her to my golf course. Sabi niya kay Gabriel. You may place her on a stage. Give her a sash and let every camera photograph her holding a golden key. But you cannot make her the owner of land she never purchased. never protected and was never authorized to receive. Pagkatapos ay humarap siya sa mistress. And you may call yourself the Lady of Hacienda Verde as many times as you want. The villa, the access system, and the land registry will still ask the same question, where is the owner's consent? Sa ibaba ng terrace. Tahimik na tumingin ang mga caddy, ball picker, gardener at housekeeper sa babaeng ilang oras nilang inakalang isa sa kanila. Hindi sila lumuhod o pumalakpak ng malakas. Ngunit nang bumaba si Camila mula sa villa entrance, kusa silang umatras upang bigyan siya ng daan. Hindi dahil nakasuot na siya ng mamahaling damit o may hawak siyang ginintuang susi. Suot pa rin niya ang berdeng polo na may mantsa ng damo at champagne. Iginagalang nila siya dahil sa araw na maaari sana niyang gamitin ang kapangyarihan upang ipahiya ang lahat. Pinili niyang kilalanin ang safety report, protektahan ang sahod at ipaalala sa mga executive na ang resort ay hindi lamang stage para sa mayayaman. Bago siya sumakay sa waiting vehicle, nilingon ni Camila ang Hole 18. Ang Crown Villa? No. 1 at ang mahahabang fairway na umaabot sa malayong bahagi ng lupa. Ang bawat sulok ay dating ipinakita ni Gabriel bilang bahagi ng sarili niyang imperyo. Ngunit sa unang pagkakataon, narinig ng buong industriya ang katotohanan. Si Gabriel ay isang manager na binigyan ng pagkakataong magpatakbo ng isang magandang lugar. Si Camila ang babaeng may responsibilidad, title at karapatang magpasya kung sino ang maaaring manatili rito. At walang palakpakan, romantic speech o ginintuang susi ang kayang palitan ng pangalang nakasulat sa titulo ng lupa. Ang CEO na nagbenta ng lupang hindi kanya. Kinabukasan matapos mabigo ang ceremonial turnover ng Crown Villa nagsimula ang emergency board meeting ng De Los Reyes Crown Leisure Holdings at Araneta Prestige Leisure Group sa conference hall ng Hacienda Verde Crown. Sa labas, nagpapatuloy ang normal na almusal ng mga bisita. Ang maintenance crew ay nag-aayos ng fairways at ang mga housekeeper ay naghahanda ng mga kwartong may lehitimong reservation. Hindi isinara ni Camila ang resort. Ngunit sa loob ng boardroom, nakatigil ang lahat ng disputed payments, villa assignments, owner circle credentials at expansion loan activities. Sa mahabang mesa ay nakalagay ang ginintuang susi ni Tricia, ang Peking Permanent Resident Certificate, ang Emerald Access Card na tinanggihan ng sistema, at ang original land titles na nagpatunay kung sino talaga ang may-ari ng lupa. Nasa dating pwesto si Gabriel bilang CEO. Ngunit wala na siyang authority na kontrolin ang agenda. Ang meeting ay pinamunuan ng independent chair ng landholding company, kasama ang mga kinatawan ng Employee and Conservation Fund, major investors, loan counsel at external forensic accountants. Si Camila ay nakaupo sa kabilang dulo kasama sina Attorney Beatrice at Anya. Hindi na siya nakasuot ng ball picker uniform. Ngunit inilagay niya sa harap ang temporary name tag na Mila Cruz bilang bahagi ng evidence. This meeting is not about whether a wife was publicly insulted, sabi ng chair. It is about whether management misrepresented ownership, diverted resort resources, and attempted to grant rights it did not possess. Unang tumayo si Gabriel. I accept that yesterday's ceremony used language that was too broad, sabi niya. But no property was legally transferred. The resort remains operational. The villa remains under the landholding company and no permanent damage was completed. We should correct the documents, restore management authority, and avoid frightening employees or lenders. Tumingin sa kaniya si Camila. The system prevented the damage. Your intention did not disappear because the door remained locked. The villa ceremony was symbolic. Then why did the certificate grant permanent residence, unlimited guests, and dedicated staff? It reflected a future arrangement. A future arrangement without the owner's consent. We intended to obtain consent afterward? You intended to make refusal expensive? Ipinakita ni Anya ang email chain ni na Gabriel, Marco at Damian. Malinaw sa isang mensahe ang instruction ni Gabriel. Proceed with public recognition. Camila will not oppose after the lenders and press see continuity. Sa isa naman ay sinabi ni Damian, the announcement must occur before final owner review. Once the jobs and expansion financing depend on the new structure, resistance becomes unlikely. Tinanong ng independent chair si Gabriel, did you expect public pressure to influence the controlling owner's decision? Matagal siyang natahimik bago sumagot. I expected Camila to consider the company's interests. After you created a situation where disagreement could be blamed for threatening jobs, I believe the expansion was necessary. Necessity does not transfer land. Sagot ni Beatrice. Unang sinuri ang 4 billion peso expansion loan. Layunin sana nitong magtayo ng bagong hotel wing, wellness center, additional villas at second conference facility. Ngunit sa lender presentation, inilalarawan ng Hacienda Verde Crown bilang isang flagship asset na controlled and effectively owned ng Araneta Prestige Leisure Group. Ang management contract ay ipinakita bilang stable long-term operating right, ngunit hindi malinaw na sinabi na maaaring suspindihin iyon agad kapag may ownership misrepresentation, unauthorized villa transfer o undisclosed related party use. Ipinakita ng loan council ang collateral assumptions. Hindi direktang isinasangla ang land title, ngunit ang loan ay nakabatay sa resort revenue, management fees at future villa income. Kung masuspinde ang management agreement, mawawala ang pangunahing source ng repayment? The termination clause was material, sabi ng council. It should have appeared in the primary risk summary, not in a footnote. Tinanong ng chair si Damian kung bakit niya hindi isinama iyon. Historically, the owner never exercised the clause. Sagot niya, because the management company had not publicly attempted to give away a protected villa. Sabi ni Camila, we consider the probability of termination remote. You assessed my loyalty, not the contract. The business depended on continuity. The business depended on your belief that I would tolerate anything to preserve continuity. Ipinakita ni Beatrice ang internal valuation model. Sa isang note ni Damian ay nakasulat, Camila is unlikely to terminate because the political and labor consequences would damage her public image. Sa ibang salita, ang risk model ay hindi nakabatay sa legal compliance, kundi sa pag-asang mahihiya ang tunay na owner na gamitin ang sariling karapatan. Dahil dito, inilagay ng lenders sa immediate review ang buong 4 billion peso facility. Walang pondo ang maaaring i-release habang hindi na itatama ang ownership disclosures at hindi natutukoy kung mananatili ang management company. Hindi pa iyon final cancellation. Ngunit malinaw na hindi na maitutuloy ang loan sa dating kondisyon. Sumunod na binuksan ng records ng Crown Elite Membership Program. Sa opisyal na ulat, nakolekta ang mahigit 860 million pesos mula sa initiation fees, annual dues, villa priority packages at VIP event access. Ngunit halos 190 million pesos ang dumaan sa Crown Elite Hospitality Services, isang kumpanyang ipinakilalang external service provider. Wala itong sariling hotel, golf course o full-time hospitality staff. Gayunpaman, nakatanggap ito ng commission sa bawat premium membership. Villa upgrade at executive event, ipinakita ng forensic accountant ang tunay na beneficial interests. Si Damian ay may indirect share sa kumpanya. Si Marco ay tumatanggap ng operational consultancy fee. Ang brand office ni Trisha ay may marketing participation percentage. May mga invoice para sa member concierge. villa coordination at luxury event access, na sa katunayan ay ginampanan ng regular resort employees na binabayaran na ng Hacienda Verde Crown. Why was an outside company charging for work performed by our staff? Tanong ni Camila. Sumagot si Damian. The company centralized high-end member services. Where are its employees? It contracts through the resort. So the resort supplies the people, property and service, while your company collects the premium. It handles brand strategy and member acquisition. Then why does it charge housekeeping coordination and golf cart preparation? Hindi siya nakasagot. Ipinakita rin ang duplicate villa priority promises. 12 premium members ang pinangakuan ng exclusive holiday use sa parehong 4 na villas. 6 na corporate accounts ang may overlapping rights sa Crown Villa. No. R. 3 pamilya ang sinabihang permanenteng nakalaan sa kanila ang lakefront residences tuwing Pasko. Kahit ginagamit din ang mga iyon para sa diplomatic guests at board retreats. These were preference rights, not guarantees. Depensa ni Mark. Binuksan ni Anya ang membership brochures. The word used is guaranteed. Marketing simplified the language. Marketing collected money based on it. Availability was always implied. Then why were members charged an additional exclusivity fee? Nagsimulang magtanong ang independent directors kung ilang reservation ang maaaring tuparin. Ayon sa operations review, higit sa 100 gabi ng villa use ang naibenta ng 2 beses. At may ilang peak season dates na 3 o 4 na magkakaibang member ang may parehong written priority. Kapag nagreklamo ang customers, pinaplano ni Damian na ilipat sila sa ibang villa o magbigay ng golf credits. Ngunit walang reserve fund para sa refund. Where did the membership money go? Tanong ng chair. Isang bahagi ang napunta sa resort operations. Ngunit malaking halaga ang ginamit sa Crown Masters Invitational, personal villa services, private travel, at executive image spending. May payments para sa flowers, jewelry stock, exclusive golf clothing, at customized gold card ni Trisha. Lahat ay inilagay sa member experience budget. Tumingin si Gabriel kay Damian. You told me the event was funded by sponsors. Partly? How much came from membership fees? Approximately 62 million pesos. Without board approval? The event supported member retention. Did you disclose that figure to me? It was included in the consolidated campaign budget, buried among hundreds of line items. Sabi ni Camila. You all relied on the same defense. The truth existed somewhere small enough that no one important would read it. Sinuri rin ang paggamit ng mga villa. Sa nakaraang 14 na buwan, ang pamilya ni Trisha ay nakapag-book ng mahigit 70 room nights nang walang bayad. Ang ina niya ay nanatili ng 3 linggo sa Lake Villa. 4 habang nakalista bilang regional lifestyle partner. Ang kapatid niya ay gumamit ng 2 golf cart at 1 resort driver para sa private birthday event. Ang ilang kaibigan niya ay nakatanggap ng spa treatments. Fine dining credits at helicopter transfers na isinulat bilang membership development expense ay brought wealthy people into the resort. Sabi ni Trisha, many of them later became members. Ipinakita ni Anya ang guest list. Only 4 of the 38 complimentary guests purchased memberships. Others created social media exposure. Did the landholding board approve free villa access for exposure? Gabriel approved it. Gabriel did not own the villas. Lumingon si Trisha sa kaniyang lover. You said executive approval was enough. I believed management discretion covered promotional use. You said Camila never checked the details. Natahimik ang boardroom. Ang pangungusap na iyon ay malinaw na nagpakitang ang sistema ay hindi lamang nagkamali. Umasa silang hindi titingnan ng owner ang ginagawa nila. Pagkatapos ay inilabas ni Beatrice ang draft ng Hacienda Verde Future Leadership Plan. Sa ilalim nito, magiging honorary chair si Trisha sa unang taon. Pagkatapos ay Executive Vice Chair ng Membership and Villa Division. Makakatanggap siya ng 5% equity option sa management company. Long-term residence sa Crown Villa. No. 1 at approval rights sa luxury member campaigns. Ngunit may confidential appendix na mas ikinagulat ni Gabriel. Kapag hindi natapos ang ownership consolidation sa loob ng 18 buwan, maaaring magmungkahi ang investors ng bagong executive structure. Sa struktura na iyon, si Trisha ang magiging public chair ng luxury division. Habang si Damian ang hahawak sa restructuring, si Gabriel ay mananatili lamang bilang strategic founder kung hindi niya ma-secure ang permanent management and land use rights mula kay Camila. Napatitig si Gabriel sa dokumento. What is this? Sumagot si Trisha. A contingency plan. You plan to reduce me to a symbolic founder. Only if the expansion failed. This was drafted before the tournament. Damien said lenders might require a new leadership image. Tumingin si Gabriel sa CFO. You told her she could replace me. I told her the board might need continuity if the marital conflict disrupted management. You created the conflict structure. You created the public relationship. Sagot ni Damian. I prepared for the consequences. Humigpit ang boses ni Trisha. Do not act betrayed. You were preparing to remove Camila from every public and operational role. She was not the CEO. She was the owner. And you believed you could use me to obtain her signature? Sagot ni Trisha. At least Damian gave me a plan in case you failed. Sa loob ng ilang minuto, ang grupong magkasamang nagplano ng ceremony ay nagsimulang magturoan. Sinisi ni Marco si Damian sa membership structure. Sinabi ni Damian na si Gabriel ang nagbigay ng authority. Sinabi ni Trisha na pinaniwala siya ni Gabriel na malapit nang mailipat ang villa at management rights. Si Gabriel naman ay iginiit na lahat sila ay lumampas sa kanyang tunay na instructions. Tahimik na pinakinggan ni Camila ang pagbagsak ng kanilang alyansa. Nang matapos ang palitan, sinabi niya, You may all have different reasons, but you shared one belief, that my consent could be manufactured after you created enough pressure. Tumingin si Gabriel sa kaniya. They were planning to replace me. Yes? And that means nothing to you. It means they also used your ambition. Then help me remove them and restore management. Being manipulated does not erase the decisions you made willingly. I never approved replacing myself. You approved replacing me. Not as owner. You removed me from the resort history, called yourself managing owner, and promised my villa to another woman. Sinuri naman ang inflated event contract ni Sabrina Araneta Cruz. Ang Crown Masters Invitational ay nagkakahalaga ng halos 240 million pesos sa books. Ngunit ang verified suppliers, media, catering at logistics ay umabot lamang sa humigit kumulang 135 million. Ang natitirang halaga ay napunta sa influence fees, image enhancement, strategic guest access, at related party service companies. May malaking payment sa agency ni Sabrina, consulting package ni Trisha at advisory account na konektado kay Damian. Every premium event has intangible costs. Depensa ni Sabrina. Intangible does not mean untraceable. Sagot ng forensic accountant. Ipinakita ni Camila ang invoice para sa owner identity transition campaign, whose identity was being transitioned. Walang sumagot. Sa dulo ng meeting, bumoto ang landholding board na suspindihin ang management agreement ng Araneta Prestige Leisure Group sa lahat ng ownership-sensitive functions. Hindi isinara ang resort at hindi agad tinanggal ang buong management staff. Ngunit inalis sa kanila ang authority sa villa assignment, membership funds, land representations, financing, owner credentials at related party contracts. Si Damian ay sinuspinde bilang CFO at nalock ang access sa financial systems. Si Marco ay inalis sa villa, membership at Golf Operations Authority. Ang Crown Elite Hospitality Services ay inilagay sa forensic hold. Ang agency ni Sabrina ay sinuspinde at lahat ng unpaid invoices ay na-freeze. Si Trisha ay tinanggal bilang VIP Relations Director. Nawalan ng membership card, golf cart, villa privileges at access sa employee or guest databases. Pagkatapos ay dumating ang boto tungkol kay Gabriel. Tinanong ng chair kung kusa ba siyang magli-leave habang nagpapatuloy ang investigation. No. Sagot niya. The resort needs my relationships. Members and lenders know me. They also heard you falsely present yourself as owner. Sabi ng isang direktor. I can correct the statements. You signed the villa certificate. It was not legally effective because the system and owner stopped it. Sa 8 voting directors, 7 ang bumoto para suspendihin si Gabriel bilang CEO ng management company pending final review. Isang direktor ang nag-abstain. Wala na siyang authority na magbigay ng utos sa resort employees. Gumamit ng owner facilities. Kumatawan sa landholding company o lumahok sa loan negotiations nang walang independent approval. Matapos ang meeting, hinanap ni Gabriel si Camila sa veranda ng Crown Villa. Tanaw mula roon ang Hole 18, kung saan nakatayo pa rin ang stage na ginamit niya upang tawagin si Trisha na bagong lady ng resort. You took everything in one day, sabi niya. Camila humarap sa kaniya. The resort is still here. Employees are working. Guests are being served. You took my authority. The board suspended it. You controlled the votes. I refuse to use my votes to protect you from the evidence. Damian and Trisha planned to replace me. And you planned to reduce me to a signature after the ceremony. I thought you would understand why expansion mattered. I understand expansion. I do not accept false ownership. I was desperate for the loan. So you sold lenders a level of control you did not have. I did not sell the land. You sold the belief that you could command it. Humina ang boses niya. Did you ever see me as your partner? Yes. That is why I gave you management authority. And now I see a manager who mistook trust for ownership. Tumingin siya sa dating gold plate ni Trisha, na ngayon ay nasa evidence box sa loob ng villa. When did I lose Hacienda Verde? You never owned it. When did I lose the right to manage it? Not when I removed my hat. Not when the villa rejected her card. You lost that right when you decided my signature was a formality you could collect after the applause. Hindi siya nakasagot. Sa ibaba, may grupo ng caddy na bumabalik sa staff building matapos ang huling round. Ang mga housekeeper ay nagtutulak ng linen carts. Ang mga gardener ay nag-aayos ng damo sa paligid ng terrace. Sila ang mga taong paulit-ulit na ginamit ni Gabriel bilang dahilan kung bakit hindi raw maaaring tumutol si Camila. Ngunit sila rin ang mga taong muntik mawala ng protections dahil sa villa transfer, membership diversion at expansion loan na itinayo sa maling disclosure. Bago umalis, sinabi ni Camila, "You believed I would save your position because I cared about the employees. You were right about one thing. I will protect them. But protecting them does not require restoring the man who used their jobs as leverage." Iniwan niya si Gabriel sa veranda. Tanaw ang resort na matagal niyang ipinakilalang sariling imperyo. Maaari pa rin niyang makita ang fairways, villas at clubhouse. Ngunit hindi na siya maaaring tumawag sa front desk at humingi ng owner suite. Hindi na niya maaaring mag-utos sa golf staff na bigyan ng espesyal na access si Trisha. Hindi na niya maaaring gamitin ang pangalan ng Hacienda Verde Crown upang mangako ng lupa. titulo o permanenteng kapangyarihan. Sa araw na iyon, hindi lamang isang CEO ang nawala ng pwesto. Nawala ang sistemang nagpapahintulot sa isang management title na magkunwaring mas makapangyarihan kaysa sa titulo ng lupa. Sa mga kontratang pinirmahan at sa babaeng matagal ng tahimik na nagdadala ng tunay na responsibilidad para sa buong resort. Ang resort na hindi ginawang sandata ng galit. 11 buwan matapos mabigo ang ceremonial turnover ng Crown Villa No. Natapos ang buong forensic review sa Hacienda Verde Crown Golf Resort. Araneta Prestige Leisure Group, Crown Elite Hospitality Services, at lahat ng related party contracts na konektado sa resort. Sa loob ng panahong iyon, hindi pinasara ni Camila ang golf course, hotel, spa, o restaurants. Hindi rin niya kinansela ang mga kasal, family vacation, at corporate retreat na lehitimong binayaran ng mga guests. Ang tanging nanatiling naka-freeze ay ang disputed villa privileges, executive accounts, false ownership credentials at membership packages na hindi kayang tuparin ng resort. Para kay Camila, ang Hacienda Verde Crown ay hindi lamang lupang may mataas na halaga. Isa itong buhay na komunidad na umaasa sa araw-araw na operasyon. Mahigit 800 empleyado ang nagtatrabaho bilang caddy, housekeeper, chef, gardener, security officer, therapist, dalawa, receptionist, at maintenance technician. Marami sa kanilang may pamilya at matagal nang nakadepende sa employee healthcare program at housing assistance na suportado ng Land Conservation Covenant. Kaya tumanggi siyang gamitin ang kanyang ownership authority upang sirain ang kumpanyang itinayuri ng mga taong walang bahagi sa panlilinlang. The executives created the violations. Sabi niya sa restructuring committee, the employees should not lose their livelihoods simply because powerful people use their work as camouflage. Unang inayos ang Crown Elite Membership Program. Sa mahigit 860 million pesos na nakolekta, tinukoy kung aling halaga ang ginamit sa totoong golf, dining at villa services. Alin ang nanatili sa protected accounts at alin ang napunta sa Crown Elite Hospitality Services at executive image spending. Ang mga member na binentahan ng overlapping villa rights ay personal na kinausap ng independent recovery team. Hindi sila pinilit tanggapin ang ibang petsa o mas mababang villa. Binigyan sila ng malinaw na pagpipilian full refund ng unused benefit, lawful replacement booking, golf and hotel credit o bagong membership na nakabatay sa aktual na capacity. Ang 12 premium member na pinangakuan ng exclusive holiday use sa parehong 4 na villa ang pinakamahirap ayusin. May mga pamilyang taon nang nagpaplano ng reunion. May corporate clients na nagbook para sa international guests. At may matatandang member na naniwalang permanenteng nakalaan sa kanila ang isang partikular na residence. Sa halip na magsinungaling muli at gumawa ng panibagong priority list, ipinakita ni Camila ang tunay na reservation calendar. The same certainty was sold several times. Sabi niya, "You did not create this conflict. The program did. We will not ask you to fight over a promise that should never have been duplicated." Karamihan ay pumili ng refund o replacement dates. Ang iba ay tumanggap ng stays sa partner resorts na binayaran ng recovery fund. Walang customer ang tinawag na mahirap pakisamahan dahil lamang hiniling nilang tuparin ang kontrata. Sa bagong membership system, tinanggal ang mga salitang unlimited, permanent priority at guaranteed exclusivity, maliban kung may tunay na inventory na nakalaan. Bawat benefit ay may malinaw na capacity. Blackout dates at refund mechanism? Isinara ang Crown Elite Hospitality Services matapos mapatunayang wala itong sariling housekeeping team, villa staff o golf operations. Ang kumpanya ay nangolekta ng premium commissions sa mga serbisyong isinagawa na ng regular employees ng Hacienda Verde Crown. Ang disputed payments kay Damian, Marco at brand office ni Tricia ay inilagay sa recovery proceedings. Ang legitimate outside suppliers ay binayaran. Ngunit ang pekeng coordination fees at related party charges ay hindi pinayagang lumabas sa accounts. Si Damian Flores ay permanenteng natanggal bilang CFO. Ang kaniyang indirect stake sa service company. Maling loan disclosures at financial models na nakabatay sa pag-asang hindi gagamitin ni Camila ang termination rights ay naging sentro ng legal at professional investigations. Sa final hearing, sinabi niyang ang kaniyang tungkulin ay humanap ng paraan upang mapanatili ang expansion financing. Sumagot ang independent chair. A CFO may structure risk. He may not hide ownership restrictions because he believes the owner is too loyal to object. Na-freeze ang disputed advisory compensation ni Damian at inutusan siyang ibalik ang ilang halagang konektado sa false membership services. Ang 4 billion peso loan application ay tuluyang kinansela sa dating anyo. Sa halip, naghanda ang bagong management team ng mas maliit na expansion plan na hindi nakasalalay sa maling pag-aangkin ng ownership. Ang bagong financing package ay gumamit lamang ng verifiable resort revenue, approved management rights at assets na tunay na pag-aari ng borrowing entity. Hindi naging kasing bilis o kasing kinang ng orihinal na plano ang bagong expansion. Kinansela ang second conference facility at binawasan ang bilang ng bagong villas. Ngunit natuloy ang water treatment improvement, employee housing renovation at accessibility upgrade sa hotel. Growth that depends on hiding who owns the land is not growth. Sabi ni Camila. It is delayed collapse. Si Marco Araneta ay permanenteng inalis sa villa assignment, membership sales at Golf Operations Authority. Napanatili niya ang limited logistics role matapos makipagtulungan sa audit. Isa uli ang ilang improper benefits at sumailalim sa governance training. Hindi siya pinayagang bumalik sa dating posisyon. Sa bagong sistema, walang operations manager ang maaaring magpalit ng resident profile, magbigay ng ceremonial key o maglabas ng exclusive certificate ng walang independent property approval. Nang sabihin niyang wala namang permanent transfer na natapos, sumagot si Camila. The villa remained protected because the controls rejected you. Your defense cannot be that the system was stronger than your attempt to bypass it. Ang agency ni Sabrina Araneta Cruz ay pinagbawalang humawak ng Hacienda Verde events sa loob ng 5 taon. Na-recover ang malaking bahagi ng inflated Crown Masters invitational budget at kinansela ang unpaid influence fees. Gayunpaman, tiniyak ni Camila na mabayaran ang musicians, florists, stage workers, drivers at caterers na totoong nagtrabaho. Hindi niya ginamit ang investigasyon bilang dahilan upang takasan ang lawful supplier obligations. You did not lose the contract because the event was beautiful. Sabi niya kay Sabrina. You lost it because you used the event to create a false owner. Si Hector Castillo ay hindi tuluyang tinanggal. Napatunayang sinunod niya ang maling utos na ilayo ang mga ordinaryong empleyado sa VIP area at pinayagan niyang maantala ang safety report. Ngunit nakipagtulungan siya sa investigasyon. Inamin ang pagkukulang at tumestigo tungkol sa pressure mula kina Gabriel, Tricia at Marco. Inalis siya sa supervisory authority sa loob ng 9 na buwan at isinailalim sa retraining sa worker safety, whistleblower protection, at ethical command review. Sa final interview, sinabi niya kay Camila, I kept telling myself that I was only following the CEO. Then the training failed you. Sagot niya, a golf ball does not care who gave the instruction. Safety rules must remain valid even when a VIP dislikes them. Nang ibalik siya bilang assistant course coordinator, wala na siyang kapangyarihang magpigil ng incident report. Ang bawat caddy, ball picker at maintenance worker ay binigyan ng direct safety channel na hindi maaring harangan ng event managers. Si Anya Santos ay itinaas bilang Director of Property Integrity and Resort Governance. Hindi na lamang siya ang batang legal employee na nag-save ng 2 document set at rejected access logs. Mayroon na siyang direct reporting line sa landholding board at authority na i-freeze ang villa transfers, ownership claims, management appointments, at financing materials kapag hindi tugma ang mga iyon sa registered documents. Sa kaniyang promotion ceremony, ibinigay ni Camila sa kaniya ang framed copy ng access message na lumitaw sa Crown Villa No. Owner consent required. Keep this in the governance office. Sabi ni Camila. Because the system protected the villa. Tanong ni Anya. Because someone preserved the truth long enough for the system to work. What if a future owner asks me to bypass a rule? Ask for the lawful basis. And if there is none, refuse. Even if the request comes from you, especially if it comes from me, ownership creates responsibility. It does not create immunity from procedure. Ang mga caddy at ball picker ay isinama sa bagong Operational Advisory Council. Hindi sila ginawang ceremonial members lamang. May kinatawan silang maaaring magsumite ng safety concerns, workload issues at guest abuse reports ng direkta sa management committee. Naglaan din ng resort ng scholarship fund para sa mga empleyadong gustong mag-aral ng hospitality management, turf science, culinary arts, at tourism operations. Ang young maintenance worker na muntik tamaan ng golf ball ay naging unang recipient ng golf course safety scholarship. Nang tanungin siya ni Camila kung gusto pa ba niyang manatili sa Hacienda Verde matapos ang insidente, sumagot siya, "Yes, ma'am, but only if people listen when we raise the red flag. That is now part of the job of every manager." Sagot niya. Ang Crown Villa No. 1 ay nanatiling bahagi ng Employee Protection and Conservation Covenant. Hindi ito ginawang permanenteng private residence ni Camila. Kahit may legal siyang karapatang gamitin iyon, patuloy itong inilaan para sa board retreats, diplomatic guests, conservation partners, at special employee recognition stays. Minsan sa isang taon, pinipili ang ilang long service employees at kanilang pamilya upang manatili sa villa ng libre. Ang gold plate na may pangalan ni Tricia, ceremonial key at rejected emerald access card ay hindi itinapon. Inilagay ang mga iyon sa governance archive bilang bahagi ng training case tungkol sa pagkakaiba ng branding, management at ownership. A key can look convincing, sabi ni Camila sa bagong managers. A title can sound important, but if the land, contract, and owner do not recognize them, they are only props. Si Tricia Villanueva ay tuluyang nawalan ng posisyon bilang VIP Relations Director at lahat ng resort privileges. Kinansela ang honorary chair title, Emerald Owner Circle Card, dedicated golf cart at access sa villa, spa at membership databases. Ang kaniyang pamilya ay kailangang bayaran ang malaking bahagi ng verified private stays, meals at services na walang lawful promotional purpose. Ang mga gamit niyang naiwan sa Crown Villa No. 1 ay maayos na ibinalik matapos ang inventory. Walang damit, alahas o personal na gamit ang sinira o ipinakita sa media. Sa mga unang buwan, iginiit ni Tricia sa interviews na nalinlang lamang siya ni Gabriel. Totoong pinaniwala siya nitong kontrolado niya ang resort at makukuha niya ang villa. Ngunit ipinakita ng audit na alam niyang kailangan ng approval ni Camila. Alam niyang rejected ang kaniyang access at personal siyang nakilahok sa plano upang gumawa muna ng public announcement bago kunin ang pirma ng owner. Sa isang televised interview, tinanong siya kung bakit niya tinawag ang sarili na bagong lady ng Hacienda Verde kahit wala siyang shares o board appointment. Gabriel told me the remaining papers were formalities. Sagot niya. Did you ask Camila for consent? No. Did you know the villa was tied to an employee protection covenant? No. After the door rejected your access, why did you continue claiming it was your home? Because Gabriel had already announced it. Sumagot ang host. So the applause mattered more to you than the owner's approval. Hindi na siya nakapagbigay ng malinaw na sagot. Ang pinakamabigat na desisyon ay tungkol kay Gabriel. Kinilala ng board na may tunay siyang kontribusyon sa tagumpay ng Hacienda Verde Crown. Siya ang nagdala ng international tournaments, premium members at commercial partnerships. Siya ang tumulong gawing kilala ang resort sa buong rehiyon. Ngunit malinaw ding alam niyang hindi siya ang may-ari ng lupa. Alam niyang limitado ang management agreement at alam niyang walang approval si Camila sa villa transfer. Appointment ni Trisha o loan representation. Gayunpaman, pinili niyang gamitin ang media, lenders at trabaho ng mga empleyado bilang pressure upang gawing mahirap para kay Camila ang pagtanggi. Hindi iyon isang maling romantic gesture lamang. Isa yung governance strategy na nakabatay sa paniniwalang ang tunay na owner ay maaaring piliting sumunod kapag sapat na ang crowd. Permanenteng tinanggal si Gabriel bilang CEO ng Araneta Prestige Leisure Group. Napanatili niya ang lawful shares ng pamilya Araneta at compensation na hindi konektado sa wrongdoing. Ngunit wala na siyang authority sa Hacienda Verde Crown. Membership funds, villa operations, o land representations? Ang management company ay pinayagang magpatuloy sa limitadong bahagi ng negosyo sa ilalim ng bagong independent executive team. Ngunit hindi na ito nagkaroon ng exclusive control sa buong resort. Ang divorce hearing ni Camila at Gabriel ay ginanap ng pribado sa maliit na conference room ng De Los Reyes Family Office. Wala roon ang whole 18 stage. Crown Villa Key o Media. Sa mesa ay ang separation agreement, share allocation at listahan ng personal assets. Mas tahimik si Gabriel kaysa dati. You saved the resort! Sabi niya. I protected the land, employees and lawful guests. Sagot ni Camila. You could have destroyed my company. That would have harmed people who did not create the violations. You removed me anyway. The board removed you after reviewing the evidence. You controlled the votes. And I refuse to use them to erase responsibility. Napayuko siya. Trisha and Damian were planning to replace me. Yes. You knew that and still did not help me remain CEO. Because being betrayed does not make you innocent. I was desperate for the loan. You used desperation as permission. I thought you would sign. That was the foundation of every violation. I believed you would never risk the employees. I did not. You risked my position? Your position was not the same thing as their livelihood. Tumingin siya sa asawa. When did you stop trusting me? Not when I learned about Trisha. Nagliwanag ng bahagya ang kaniyang mukha. Ngunit nagpatuloy si Camila. I stopped trusting you when you saw a worker raise a safety flag. Knew a person could be injured and still protected the woman holding the golf club because she looked better in the campaign. I did not know the worker was you. That is why it mattered. Tahimik ang silid. If you had recognized me, you would have listened. Sabi ni Camila. But a responsible leader should not need the owner's face before respecting a warning. Can we begin again? No. I admitted what I did. That is the beginning of accountability, not the restoration of marriage. I lost the resort, the CEO title and Trisha. Consequences are not proof that trust has returned. Do you hate me? No. Would it be easier if you did? For you? Perhaps. Then you could call everything revenge. Tahimik niyang pinirmahan ang divorce agreement. Bago isara ang folder, tinanong niya, Am I banned from Hacienda Verde? You have no special access. That was not my question. If you make a lawful reservation, follow guest rules, and have no unresolved restriction related to the investigation, your request may be reviewed like anyone else's. You would allow me to play golf there. As a guest, not as an owner. And Tricia. She has no current professional access. Future requests depend on lawful purpose and the rules applicable at that time. You could ban us forever. I could impose restrictions where risk justifies them. But the resort is not a weapon for maintaining my anger. Isang taon matapos ang Crown Master scandal. Muling nagdaos ng tournament ang Hacienda Verde Crown. Ngunit hindi iyon nakatuon sa power couples, luxury titles o symbolic owners. Ang event ay tinawag na Green Fairway Scholarship Cup. At ang kita ay ginamit para sa hospitality education, caddy training at watershed conservation. Sa Hole 18, walang velvet stand para sa ginintuang susi. Sa halip, nakatayo sa stage ang mga scholar, gardeners, housekeeping supervisors, at golf safety officers. Si Anya ang nagbasa ng property disclosure bago magsimula ang event. Malinaw niyang sinabi na ang De Los Reyes Crown Leisure Holdings ang may-ari ng lupa at ang resort operations ay isinasagawa sa ilalim ng Independent Management Agreement. Walang itinago sa maliit na footnote. Sa press conference, tinanong si Camila kung bakit hindi niya pinalitan ang pangalan ng resort at binura ang Araneta legacy. Because history should be corrected, not rewritten again. Sagot niya, Gabriel contributed to the commercial growth of Hacienda Verde? That contribution is real. It simply did not make him the landowner. Where is the golden key given to Tricia? In the governance archive. Did it ever open Crown Villa? No. Not without valid owner authorization. Why keep it? Because future managers should see how easily a beautiful object can be mistaken for legal power. Huling nagtanong ang reporter. What proves that someone is the true owner of an entire resort? Tumingin si Camila sa paligid. Sa fairway ay may mga caddy na naghahanda ng clubs. Sa Villa Road ay dumaraan ang housekeeping shuttle. Sa clubhouse kitchen ay abala ang chefs sa paghahanda ng pagkain. Sa gilid ng lake ay nagtatrabaho ang conservation team upang protektahan ang tubig at puno. Not the person standing at hole 18 with a microphone and a key. Sagot niya. The true owner is the person whose name carries the legal responsibility for the land, who protects the people working on it and who remains accountable after the applause ends. Noong araw na nagkunwari siyang ball picker, naniwala sina Gabriel at Tricia na ang uniform ay tanda ng kawalan ng kapangyarihan. Naniwala silang ang isang manager na tinatawag na owner ng sapat na maraming beses ay magiging tunay na may-ari rin. Naniwala silang maaaring ibigay ang villa, titulo at kinabukasan ng resort bago hingin ang pirma ng babaeng may pananagutan sa lahat ng iyon. Ngunit hindi ginamit ni Camila ang titulo ng lupa upang gumanti sa bawat taong nagkamali sa kanya. Ginamit niya iyon upang itama ang hangganan. Protektahan ang mga empleyado at tiyaking wala ng executive na maaaring gawing regalo ang tahanan, trabaho at seguridad ng ibang tao. At nang muling tumama ang unang bola sa Green Fairway Scholarship Cup, walang ball picker ang pinilit lumuhod para sa entertainment ng isang VIP. Bawat lane ay malinaw ang safety signal. Bawat worker ay may karapatang magsalita. At bawat bisita ay alam kung sino ang namamahala at kung sino talaga ang may pananagutan sa lupang kanilang nilalaruan.